Hi everyone, I want to do a quick video on, hopefully quick, on just a current thought that I'm having, and I'll share to you why I'm kind of in this current state of mind. I want to start though with the idea of, and really this video is about misinformation. And let me read to you a term that I discovered a couple years back from looking up the need to know. It was actually from some show I was watching on Netflix where they had a group of people in a hotel and it was just basically a study, but it was an interesting, slow running kind of process. But compartmentalization is the limiting of access to information to persons or other entities who have a need to know in order to perform a certain task. To me, all that is manipulation. And I don't think we realize, I think most of us are kind of in a slumber and don't realize it, and we're doing more reacting than thinking. I'm always had the belief that you question everything. There shouldn't be anything wrong in questioning everything, because I believe that if you have better or more information about something, you make better decisions. So I just kind of want to share a couple of things, maybe to do some research in, and I'll tell you again why I kind of got into this mindset. One of the movies that I suggest that you watch if you get a chance is a movie called 1984. I believe it was by Ordwell. First watch the movie. You may have to watch it more than once. It is a slow movie, but sit down and really study the movie, and then go back and study Ordwell. And I hope I'm saying his name right. I'll try to look up the show that I'd actually saw on Netflix. It was a series, and it was a slow series, but it kind of went through the process of need to know in one segment. As a matter of fact, if I can find the episode, I'll share that with you guys. But I say that because I feel like a lot of the things that we're doing are based on misinformation, and we are justifying bad behavior based on that information. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. Just a really, maybe one that you'll understand. Let's say you have a child or a loved one, and that loved one ends up hurt and in a coma. And you get to that hospital where that loved one is hurt and in a coma, and you see the bruises, you see that they're hurt, they're beat up, and somebody informs you. Let's say somebody comes in a police uniform and informs you who did this to your loved one. And may even say something like, yeah, they did this to your loved one, we know who it is, but we don't have enough to be able to get this person. What is your response going to be? Now, let's say whatever decision that you make, either you take action and you do something to maybe get this person to bring harm to them, or you actually go back and do a little research. And let's say in doing some searching and finding something out, let's say the loved one fainted and fell down the stairs, so all those bruises didn't come from a human hand. I think we've searched, we're to the point now where we are in so much fear, we almost justify anything. And it's sad because it's almost, I don't want to say it's universal, but it's so typical. I keep hearing people justify guns, and I recently heard it was, it might have been on Current, where and they actually had the 911 tape. And there was a guy who was stealing out of his neighbor's house, and his neighbor wasn't home. And he shot him. Killed him. Of course, he's not serving any jail time. And I'm not at any point justifying that the person who was stealing from somebody else was right in what they're doing. That's not what I'm saying. But your life wasn't at risk. This person wasn't in your house. The things that this person took or was taking belonged to somebody else. So what are you defending? And I feel like all of this fear has just it's like it's stirred up this sleeping monster. And we're all just kind of guiding through, just following whatever that monster leads us to. Get better information. Make better decisions. Now, let me tell you where this came from. This actually came from a post that I continue to see on Facebook. Every once in a while it pops up. It's a post that has Bill Cosby's name on it that basically goes through all the hard work that he did in his life and how he doesn't feel like he should have to take care of anybody else. Let me start by saying this. As soon as you lie to me once, I don't trust you. I'm going to second guess anything that you give me. The first section of this has an age on it that's not even Bill Cosby's age. All you have to do is Google it and realize his age is wrong. The next thing you find out when you Google it is that Bill Cosby did not write this. Bill Cosby does not believe in the concepts. And a lot of people saying, well, the information is still good. We support it. But you realize that this information wouldn't have continued to go on if it didn't have somebody on the face of it that most people, or a lot of people who are passing the information, have some kind of respect for. So you then go and say, well, you know what? This Bill Cosby, yeah, he's there. I agree with what he said. If you have a thought, back up your thought. And my thing is, I'm not even saying that what the letter says is wrong. If it's what you feel, share it. But my problem is the fact that it's starting from misinformation. There's a problem. There's power in misinformation. And I'm going to say something that I recently saw on a friend's post that I thought was wonderful. And it says, war is just a word to make murder sound justified. Stop justifying your bad behaviors off of misinformation. I hope you have a good day.